Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. This is just a quick little video about meat preparation for your meat fishing. Now it's July, lots of fish are active, a lot of small fish now are active as well, so I tend to use this time of year something quite a solid meat like that. It's quite a hard meat, but I think too soft a meat just gets whittled away by small fish, and this is, you know, we're after carp. We're after carp tomorrow, so I'm just about to cut up my meat. So this is what I'm using, and I think Royal Dane. I think that's like the old plum rose, isn't it? And you can get this in those sort of cheapy stores, you know, pound type stores. You just have to keep your eye out, and then when it's there, you can pick it up for about £1. In the winter, I will use a softer type meat, but I'll probably spend twice that on a can, but you use a lot less. So let's get into the preparation. I like these styles of tins as well because you can get it out easy. There's some tins where the meat's level with the tin, if you know what I mean. We get those different type openers, the opener that comes out, and on the bank, if you were to do this on the bank, it's just a nightmare, and you can't get it out of the tin half the time. So I like those type of tins as well. Right, meat cutter. I'm using a MAP meat cutter. Now I know a lot of people like to use the wire ones. I do actually have a set of the wire ones, 6s and 8s, but today I'm using the 8mm MAP meat cutter. Done it this way, and I've pushed it as far over in the meat cutter as I can. Oh, that's not very clever. Hold on. Come on, meat, stop messing about. Right, there you go. So you can get a knife if you want, just make sure it's over. What we're looking to do, if you look down here, you'll see a little bit of a blade. So the end piece of that meat here is not going to be as thick as the rest, and I want continuity. I want them to be the same because I want them to sink the same. I don't want any tiny pieces in the swim wafting around off the bottom, getting a carp to come up or encourage them up, or get any liners, and then you foul hook, and then so there's the meat cut. Now what I'm going to do is take that meat out. Can you see there's continuity there apart from those end pieces? So that's for the dog. That might seem wasteful, and if you're fishing in the margins or something like that, or you're fishing mushy meat, you can mush that up. You can freeze it, use it for when you do mushy meat or whatever. But for me, I need my meat to be the same sizes, the same size thickness. I do not want any meat that's going to waft around off the bottom and foul hook fish. So back into the meat cutter. We're going to go in through the squares now, which is 8mm, as we said. So again, if you look in here, I've pushed it right over one end, okay? Actually, I'll keep a piece out because I've got a little trick I want to do first. I want to show you something. So bear with me. Right, for demonstration purposes, one of the 8mm pieces here, slices before we've cubed it, okay? This is a Preston punch set for bread fishing, really, for dobbing and such in the winter, but you can use the punches for other things. 8mm punch from that set. Quite good these are from Preston. So 8mm punch. Get your bag onto there. Just makes it that little bit easier, doesn't it? Lovely jubbly. 8mm pieces of meat, all uniform in size, all going to sink around the same time. Go down together, nothing going to waft around on the bottom. Beautiful. Okay everyone, we got 8mm cube versus 8mm punch. Now the benefits of the cube is this will waft around on the bottom quite a bit because of these flat sides on it. Obviously being a cube, it's got 6 flat sides, and the benefit of that, it will catch the toe, any undertow, etc. It will sort of waft around a little bit, and carp do like baits that waft around and move. It looks much more natural, doesn't it? Say the benefit is with the punch 8mm meat is when you go to waters that are heavily fished with meat, some of these commercial carp waters, the punch is sort of pellet shaped, but you've still got all the smells, tastes and attractions of meat, but in a pellet shaped form. The other major advantage is once you start going past, say, 2+3, and you can't throw accurately anymore, you can ping these with a catapult. These will go much more accurate than cubes. They won't go as accurate as pellets, but it's still a lot more accurate than what you'll be firing cubes, I can assure you. And the other real benefit, which I've never really heard mentioned before, is the fact that when you throw these in, so I've got a couple of waters local, it's about 6 foot deep, and like only at 2+2. And in the winter, when we have fished at meat and still caught on meat, the water's very clear and you can see the meat go in the water. Now when you throw cubes in and it's windy and it's towing, you can watch those cubes. When they got momentum, they hit the water, they go down so far, and then they catch that tow, don't they? Because the momentum's gone out of it now, and all of a sudden that meat goes off at quite an angle, to the left, to the right, whichever way the tow's going. And you can be fishing a couple of meters off of where your feed's actually hitting the bottom. These, for some reason, whether it's the flatness not catching that toe or whatever it is, sort of more aerodynamic shape, I'd say that's probably what it is actually. It's quite more aerodynamic, isn't it? But that will go down a lot straighter. So if it's a real blow on, lots of toe, consider that. That really, really works. It'll be a lot more accurate, and due to there being lots of toe, you'll still get some waft and movement out of that on the bottom. If it's quite flat or shallow, I wouldn't go with that, not on a short line, because I don't think it's got that, it doesn't pick up that movement quite so well. And that's when I start thinking about smaller cubes as well. Thanks for watching.